drawing feels hard, it's not because you lack skill, it's because the page is not neutral. The surface already has structure, weight and tension, and most artists never learn to notice it. In this video I'll show you 3 simple exercises that make composition intuitive and remove the fear of the first mark. The page is not empty. Before you draw anything, the surface already has weight, direction and tension. That's why starting often feels heavy or wrong, not because you lack ideas, but because you are entering a field that already has an order. Every ground plane behaves like a real place. A square feels closed and self-contained. A vertical format rises and resists gravity. A horizontal format expands and settles. You feel this instantly, long before you can explain it. One single mark can feel calm, unstable or disturbing, deepening purely on where it appears. This is why the first mark feels so difficult. You are not adding something to nothing. You are interrupting a balanced whole. Every first point or line breaks an existing harmony and releases tension. The tension is not a mistake, it's a beginning of composition. Most people respond to this by trying to control the drawing, but the real work starts earlier by listening to the surface. Exercise 1. Take different ground planes, paper, cardboard, canvas or digital. Change the format, change the color, change the material. Smooth, rough, muddy, glossy, light, dark, colored. Do not compose, do not correct. Just notice how tools behave on each surface, how ink sits, how graphite drags, how color observes or resists. More importantly, ask yourself, which surface am I drawn to? Which one feels inviting? Which one feels uncomfortable or strangely wrong? A rough surface might feel alive, while a clean white page feels cold. A dark ground might calm you, a bright one might create tension. That attraction or resistance is not random, it's information. Your body already senses where tension lives before any idea of good composition appears. Once you start from this place, the surface stops being something to destroy with the first mark. It becomes a place you enter. If you're completely blocked right now, or you honestly feel like you can't draw at all, this is exactly where you should start. I've put together a free PDF starter kit with a few tiny concrete exercises you can do in just a couple of minutes to get your hand moving again and your perception awake. You can download it via the first link below. It's ideal if the page itself already feels heavy or hostile before you even touch it. And if you'd like a bit more gentle structure to stay in flow, I also share daily drawing prompts and small exercises on Patreon. They are low-pressure, playfully invitations to keep your practice alive even on busy or low-energy days. You'll find the link in the description. Exercise 2. Now once you start respecting the ground plane, the next step is to feel how relationships shift inside it. Take 2 different ground planes, different formats, shapes or materials. Choose one single intervention, 1 point, 1 line or one small cluster of marks. Decide on it once and repeat it exactly on both surfaces. Same size, same position. Same distance to the edge, no adjustment. Nothing about the mark changes, only the field beneath it does. Notice how the same mark suddenly feels calm on the surface or unstable on the other. How weight shifts, how tension moves. Composition doesn't live in the mark itself, it emerges from a relationship between mark and ground. Exercise 3. Set yourself one quality as a theme, not a composition. For example, calm, tension, balance, heaviness or lightness. Choose one. Take one ground form, use very simple elements, points or lines. Your goal is not to make an image. Your goal is to express that quality through placement alone. Make a few variations, small shifts, no corrections. Once you start to sense how this quality behaves on the surface, change the ground form, not the intention. Same quality, different field. This is not about results, it's about understanding the difference between composition objects and working with a state. The ground plane is not an abstract idea, it's a real place, like a stage, a field, or an arena. A clearly defined space that already organizes action. This is exactly what Frank Stella made visible with his shaped canvases. The form was no longer a neutral container, It was a structure that determined how movement, tension, and balance could exist. If you don't respect the ground plane, you are always fight something invisible. If you work with it or consciously against it, the decision is in your hands. If you want to go deeper into how lines themselves carry direction, force and tension, or even a dot, I made separate videos focused entirely on that. For now, keep it simple, draw, observe, build intuition, and I see you in the next video.